I'm really starting. I'm really trying to start generating some fall vibes. I don't know what it is about this year. It's the first year in like my adult life where I have not been just so ready to go ham for fall. And I kind of blame Southern California because it feels like it's perpetually summer here. But that does not change the fact that I do love fall, that it is October 1st today, and that I insist on generating some fall enthusiasm. So I went to Trader Joe's the other day and I picked up, along with my groceries, some yummy fall treats just to kind of try some cool new things. I also thought it would be fun to share with you some of my fall plans and a couple of like fall items of clothing that I just got at the last Thick Thrift that I went to, which pretty much all the clothing I've bought since I've moved here has been very bright and summery. Again, it's Southern California. That's how I like to dress in general. But all of my like winter and fall clothes are still in New England. And so I really don't have anything seasonally appropriate. So I did get this like matching set as one of them, but I'll show you a couple other things that I got. And then we'll talk about some fall plans that I have and some outings, because obviously things are very different here and there's not a farm stand and an apple orchard on every corner like in New England. But I have my little list here of some things that I want to do this fall season, and I want to take you along with me, of course. So let's do a haul and then we'll just chat. Okay, obviously Trader Joe's is like notorious for pumpkin spiced everything, and I'm like a ceremonial pumpkin spice consumer. I usually like to have one pumpkin spice latte on the first cool day of fall. Again, not happening this year, but I did get some. I only got one actual pumpkin spice thing, and that is these pumpkin spiced pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. Every time I carve a pumpkin, I do save and roast the seeds, but these are so good. They're kind of like I've had them, I haven't opened these yet, but I've had them in years before, and they're kind of reminiscent of like, you know, when you go to a fair or festival and you get those like roasted like nuts, like almonds and stuff. They're kind of like that flavoring. They're not like overly pumpkin spice, even though they're actually literally pumpkin seeds, but they're really good. Yeah, super yummy snack. I'm glad I found these again. Something else that I got last year or in the years past is this maple fudge. I saw this when I saw this in the store. I grabbed it immediately and I opened it when I got home. This took me right back to New England, to Maine and New Hampshire. This is something that like every little country store will have some sort of maple fudge, and it's super good. And this is like pretty darn close if you're not so lucky to be in that part of the country, but I really do like this fudge. Okay, kind of rounding out the last of the things that I've had before, I got myself the dark chocolate sunflower seed butter cups. I love sunflower seed butter and I kind of always forget about it, but these are like basically Reese's cups with the sunflower seed butter, and they're really good. I don't think this really necessarily constitutes as a fall food purchase, but if you haven't tried them before and you like Reese's cups, there's just something about the sunflower seed butter that's like a little bit of a different flavor profile, and I'm really into it. I got these apple shortbread cookies. I have been watching Great British Baking Show. Has absolutely been my comfort show as of late, and I've watched all the collections that are up. I think they've just put a new one or new something up, but all the collections that are on Netflix I have watched before, but I just have been enjoying having it on in the background, and it's a great like comfort show for that reason. But obviously they have like biscuit week and all that stuff, and so when I saw these shortbread cookies, I really wanted to try them. They're super thin, they are pretty tasty, and they definitely do taste quite a bit like apple, but not in like an apple cinnamon oatmeal kind of way, like just straight up apple. And they do have a little apple imprint on them. Yeah, they're really good. Because sometimes I'm not like a huge apple cinnamon person, but these are like more just pure apple, and I really like them. The last two things from Trader Joe's, you tell me, I don't feel like they're necessarily fall, but they are new to me, and I did want to share them. The mini almost everything bagel. They're little like sandwich crackers. I love an everything bagel. So I was very intrigued by these. You know what they taste like to me? They taste fine. They taste good. Whatever. I do like them. You know what they kind of taste like? The sour cream and chive, like cracker, sandwich cracker packs that you would get. Like, you know how you can get the orange cracker with the peanut butter filling? And there's also like a sour cream or like a cream and chive one. That's kind of what this tastes like. It's like the onion powder, right? So does it taste like an everything bagel? Not really. Is it good? Yeah, sure. That's fine. And the last thing I got is a little beverage, sparkling black tea with peach. I just love having these like mini cans. I feel like more and more now that like the older I get, I don't like having a full size can of soda, and I like the little minier cans better. I think it's just easier for me to drink the whole thing before it gets room temperature or I get sick of the flavor. But these are really good and not overly sweet, which I have been liking lately. I do not like just straight up sparkling water, really. It has to be a very specific mood for me to drink like a LaCroix or something. But these have more flavor than that, less sweetness and sugar than like a normal soda, but you still get the fizz. So I really did like these. Okay, now moving on to some of the clothing purchases. So like I mentioned, this past weekend I went to my, I think, third or fourth Thick Thrift market, which is a plus size market here in LA. That is fantastic. So many vendors, I think like really sizes ranging from an XL to a 6X and beyond. So many nice people, really cool vibes. It does get busy. So you do kind of have to like push through people a little bit, but historically, when I go to a flea market, I'm there for home goods and decor and stuff, because I don't even bother with the clothing, because I know that vintage is most likely 99.9% of the time not going to fit me. But this is so great because it's like specifically curated for plus size people. So I was able to get a couple of things, and I actually bought a couple of things that are from Tess Holiday, which if you do not know who that is, I'll put a picture of her here. You've probably seen her before. She's a very well-known plus size model. I met her a couple of months ago, and I just posted it in the video that I just posted, my summer recap. I went to a store opening for Never Fully Dressed, and she was there, and I met her there, and she was super nice, very kind, very willing to talk to people, which sometimes I thought that meeting her, I was just gonna be like a photo op and like move on. But no, she was super duper nice. And then I saw that she was going to be selling at the Thick Thrift, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I will try and stop by. And I didn't expect her to really remember me or engage or anything, but she totally did. And we had a nice conversation, and she's so kind, and so gorgeous in person. Like, obviously she's gorgeous in photos, but she looks exactly the same in photos. Her hair is incredible. But I got a couple of things from her closet, which is kind of cool, including this two-piece set. This is from Eloquii originally, and I got it resold or whatever from her, thrifted, I guess. And then the second thing I got from her closet is another matching set from Cider. So it's these olive green, like wide leg pants, and then a really cute kind of like vesty, not vest, but you know, like a short sleeve collared, like halter-ish situation. So these go together. I've really been into the concept of matching sets, and also because I do a lot of color blocking, I can kind of mix and match these as well. But I like the solid color, and I feel like these are more, I just wanted some like more muted tones for the fall. So got those. Another brand that was at Thick Thrift that I was super excited to try is from a company called What Lo Wants, and I will link everything that I can below. But they were doing a sample sale, so I got some of their stuff for really inexpensive. I think the top was like 20 bucks and the skirt was like maybe 28. But I got this like kind of army green, it's like a crop top for sure. It has the buckle detail. It has like the stretchy back. It's super, super cute. Again, kind of channeling, I got a lot of green, channeling those like darker, more muted colors for the fall. So even though it's still gonna be warm, it's still gonna be hot, I can kind of channel it that way. So I got this, and then not necessarily to go with it, but they do look cute together. I got this kind of maxi-ish skirt in like kind of a, should we call it a salsa verde green? It's not mint, but whatever. And it's super, like, it is a maxi skirt, and it has the cut up the center, so you still do get to see like some leg, and it's not super hot because it is a little bit of a thin, like, not like a denim thick cotton material. But this with this did look really cute, and I do like this brand. They go all the way up to a 5X, I'm pretty sure. And they are LA based as well. So it's really cool to be able to go and shop some of these brands in person. At Thick Thrift, they will also do like pop-up dressing rooms. So you actually can like ask the vendor if you want to go try something on, which is really cool. I did try on the skirt because I was curious where the slit was gonna hit me on the skirt, and I just wanted to make sure it didn't look really silly. So I did end up trying that on, and it was super helpful to be able to go in person, try things on before I make the commitment to purchase. So, okay, I have one more thing to show you. Okay, last thing that I got. Again, an LA-based brand, size inclusive. They make really amazing, bright, colorful things for humans and for their pets. Love. Like, you could hypothetically get this sweater and one to match for your dog or your cat. So this is from a brand called Toby and Linus. I will link everything, but this is my Halloween straight up purchase. I think it was called like the Purple People Eater sweater or something. It is so fun. I have no idea what color pants I'm gonna wear with this. Maybe my jeans, but is it not just so dang cute? I don't know. I just saw it and I really loved it, and it's a thick sweater. It's very, very well made. I got the 3X/4X size, and it's still very warm here, so I'm hoping I can actually wear this when it makes sense. It does get cool at night, I will say that. At night, it can get a little crisp, so that might be the situation that's best for that. And I have some fall activities on my list, which we're about to talk about. So I just got to set myself up for the right opportunity to wear this really freaking cute sweater. It's definitely not clothes or really anything that significant, but I did also get myself a fall nail polish color. I have been rocking OPI's Cajun Shrimp all summer, which is the most perfect bright neon pink/red ever. I love it. I literally was just repainting my nails every time. But I really liked this plum color. It's called Bahama Mama. I don't really get the title, but I really did like it for kind of bringing in the fall season. So got a new little nail polish. Okay, let's talk actual fall activities. I feel like there are a couple of very kind of classic California things to do, like Knott's Scary Farm. I am not a big scary haunted house kind of person. I don't like scary movies. I am a big chicken, but I think they have a version called Knott's Spooky Farm, which happens during the day and is more family oriented, where there's like costumes and pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking about doing that. And something else that is very classically Southern California is the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. I saw one of my favorite like LA based bloggers go there a long time ago, and it kind of always stuck with me. And they do a Halloween spooktacular version of the show, and it's like $15. So that one is 100% on my list. I do want to do something that's very LA, very significant to this area. And then I have also been kind of literally just screenshotting on my phone things when I come across them on Instagram or mostly on Instagram is where I find these events and stuff. But there are some like apple orchards and pumpkin patches outside of the city. It's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. So I might make a day trip out of something like that. And then there are some costume parties. There is a like plus size focused costume party that I really want to go to. Should we talk about Halloween costumes after this truck drives by? I do have some ideas for Halloween costumes. There's also so in my last video, I went to a club called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is a disco bar in Koreatown that is super fun. And they're having a 70s themed disco Halloween situation. And I have this really great lime green, very disco princess dress that I kind of would want to wear and maybe like add some other things, like maybe a cool like disco princess headband or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I do have some things that I want to do, and I'm hoping that I can still like kind of cultivate this autumnal energy despite it being 82 degrees and sunny and feeling exactly like summer outside. In addition to the disco princess costume, I feel like that's very specific to that one party that I'd like to go to. There are 2 other costume ideas that I have. One is very niche. You have to be chronically on TikTok to get it. And 2, I really want to do, I was supposed to do this Oktoberfest girl costume last year and I didn't do it, and it's still on my list and it's already October 1st, so I really would have to hustle. But I do want to do a really solid October girl costume, so we'll see about that. I'm gonna try to do that, maybe do some thrifting to find some things to make work for that. But the niche TikTok costume is, and I hope somebody gets it, but I love Bistro Huddy on TikTok. I will put them right here if you've seen them. It's this one guy, well, it's him and his wife that write it, but it's one guy playing all these characters about this like fictional restaurant. I think it is the funniest, most wholesome, pure, well done TikTok skit channel ever. I have been such a big fan for a long time. I actually signed up for their Patreon. It's like $5 a month and you get all this extra content. They just do it so well. They interact with their fans. And one of the characters, which they're all this one guy, they're all Drew, but you really do get lost in this world and believe that every character he's playing is their own person. One of the characters is Bridget. She's a waitress. She has like really curly hair, so when I like do my curls, I want to get a Bistro Huddy shirt, an apron, like carry around a notepad and just see if anybody gets it, because it'd be a really easy costume. Really all I need to get is like an apron off Amazon and this t-shirt from their shop, which goes to support them anyways, which I want to do because I want them to keep making content. And I would just really hope that someone gets it. Also, in a lot of the fan art, because this channel is so well done that people like do fan art and cosplay as them. But in a lot of the fan art, Bridget is kind of portrayed as plus size, which is really nice, even though literally it's one skinny, tall, white guy playing every character. They do really develop this kind of like persona of their own. I love it. If you have heard of Bistro Huddy, let me know. I have to know that I'm not alone and that people are gonna get this costume. I know not everyone will get it, but it's on my list. So as the Halloween costumes come together, I will definitely share with you guys. I am setting a major goal to really push and be active on all my social media for the rest of the year. I'm talking like actually weekly videos, but like maybe as many as 2 to 3 videos a week. I want to really push. I'm right about to hit 4,000 followers as of filming this video. I have been on YouTube for years, doing it sporadically, going in these little like highs and lows where I will post consistently for months and then drop off the face of the planet for 6 months. I think my biggest gap is like 8-9 months. And whenever I do it well. I feel like people enjoy the content that I put out. I just have always approached it as a side project, and I post when I want to post, and I don't feel guilty if I don't feel like posting. But I feel like if I really made an effort and pushed myself to do regular content, you guys would get more invested in like making content, or just you guys would be more invested in the channel and knowing that I was going to be here regularly. Hopefully we're talking about things that you care about as well. I can take suggestions. I do get questions relatively often, so I feel like the community is like kind of there, my very small little baby community. But the linchpin is that I just need to post consistently and be here and, you know, show up as the best version of myself as a YouTuber that I can. So I'm a little nervous to say that because now I've said it, I'm gonna put it online and people are gonna be like, where are you? But I'm serious. My goal is really to be posting daily on TikTok, daily on Instagram, and posting regularly a couple of times a week here on YouTube. So if you have things that you would like to see, let me know. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I have been doing, for the past like week or so, I have been doing well of posting daily. So more style, more hot takes, I don't know, whatever. Just more like day-to-day off the cuff kind of content. Instagram is where I put a lot of my style stuff and my cute aesthetic stuff. So yeah, I would super appreciate it if you would follow me over there. If you have suggestions for things that you would like to see, then put it down below. And I'm gonna wrap this up. And I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna post it because that's what I said I was gonna friggin' do. Okay, have a great day. Happy October, happy fall. Let's friggin' go. Bye.
I need for something to happen to me.